Hello, my Realtor Pipeline people. Thank you everyone who responded to my post about wanting to learn more about how to leverage Facebook groups for your business, for branding, for lead generation, for really getting your name out there in marketing. At the last check, I think I had about 60 people within not even a day. And I'm so happy that you did, because I'm actually really excited about Facebook groups. I've been using them myself for years. I've been an admin or moderator in 6 groups for, I would say, roughly about 6-7 years. Now, some of them, well, half of them, 3 of them are local groups where I just wanted to get involved in the community, and then half of them are professional. On the professional side, I have gotten so much business from them. It's absolutely incredible. I'm getting people reaching out to me on a regular basis saying, Robin, I've been following you for a while. I want to talk to you about doing XYZ for me. And that is extremely powerful. Now, on the personal side, it's also powerful because I get people coming up to me on the street saying like, oh my God, you're Robin. I'm part of your neighborhood group. I'm part of the city group. I know you, which at first is a little bit creepy, but you do get used to it after a while. Now, if I was a realtor on that personal community group side, having people recognize me on the street from just seeing one picture in a group would be absolutely incredible. So Facebook groups really do work. Now, for example, I created a group for my community. It wasn't to get business. It was just because I really wanted an online place to connect with people, to share concerns about the community, to share news, to share really awesome things that really lifted everybody up. Now, that community has maybe about 2, possibly up to 3,000 people in it, and the Facebook group has 500 people in it, and still growing. It's still growing by about 20 people every month. That was about a year ago, and that's one of the groups where people come up to me and say like, oh, I know you from the group, which is absolutely phenomenal. And I've organized community events where we all get to meet up and meet your neighbors, because these days you don't get that many chance to meet your neighbors in real life because we're all at home watching videos on the internet like this one. But that group went so well. Now, I'm not a realtor, but if I was, that would be incredibly powerful. Now, what I did was I actually brought a realtor friend on to the group to become a moderator to help me administer that group. Now, in terms of what he's doing, he's actually getting a lot of street cred by being really known in the community. He'll post his listings. He'll respond to requests about housing prices, about anything real estate. But he'll also help with everything else. Now, he's also done really creative things like saying, I'm having an open house at 123 Applewood Avenue. It's going to be from 1 to 4, but from 12 to 1, I would love to have anybody in this group stop by, say hello, see the house, because you may want to choose your neighbors. And that's actually worked really well for him. If I was a realtor, that would be gold. But on the professional side, I'm an admin or moderator in 3 groups, all of which I'm getting business from and connecting with people. So Facebook groups really do work. I've used them professionally and personally for a while, and I don't know why I took so long to create a buzz around realtors doing it for themselves. But I'm here now, and that's what's most important. Now, in terms of leveraging Facebook groups, you have a number of options. Number 1, you can join groups and you can start contributing and connecting with people. And then after you've been in there for a while, you can slowly start dripping in that you're a realtor. Now, you don't go in and say like, I'm a realtor, call me, because nobody cares. And you don't go in and just spam it with listings and open houses and that, because also nobody cares, and it's also really annoying. That wasn't what the group was meant for. What you need to do when you're joining groups in order to leverage them is to go in and really provide a lot of value.
Now, in terms of joining groups, if you're focusing on groups, I would pick a couple of them and make a note to post or comment on something every day. Now, when you do that, you're going to start getting people commenting on the thread, and you're going to have a conversation, and then you can turn that into a private message, send them a friend request, etc., and you can move it on from there. But it's not about spamming it with your business. It's about really connecting with people and offering as much value as humanly possible. Now, that's one option. Another option is to become a moderator of a group. Now, a moderator is somebody who helps the group. They will approve posts and make sure that they're really on point and on brand for the group. And then you also make sure that nobody's being mean in the comments, nobody's spamming the comments, etc. It's not that hard, but it does get you a lot of street cred because people see you in the group all the time, and they start associating your name with that community and with helping. So that's a great way to do it. Now, if you're wondering, well, why would anybody want me as a moderator? You know what? When you start a Facebook group, especially a local one, you really don't think about how much effort it's going to take, and it does take effort. Now, people who have these groups can get a little bit burned out because they weren't. Hi, Piper. One of my dogs here. She wants to be on camera. She wants to be famous. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. So when you start one of these groups, you really aren't thinking about how much work it's going to take. And then you do all the work. Piper. You do all the work, but after a while it starts getting a little bit difficult. So there's a lot of people who, I know you want to be famous. I know. You don't think about all the work, and you know what? A lot of admins and groups would love somebody to help them out, and it doesn't take much. It just takes joining the group, being a contributive member, not a spammer. I really can't stress that enough. Yeah, I'm right? Okay, thanks, Piper. So what it really takes is just joining the group, being a contributive member, putting up some great posts and comments and interacting with people in a really nice way. And then just simply sending the admin a note that says like, hey, I love your group. I love what you've done, but I also know how hard it is. So if you ever need any help, I would love to help you and be a moderator. And I think you'd be surprised at how many people will kind of sigh and go like, oh, thank God, I need help. So that's the second way. The third way is to create your own group. Now, in my opinion, this is the most powerful. However, it can also take the most work because you are going to start a group from nothing. But you also have full control of the group, which is really important as well, because you don't want to put in all the effort and then have somebody else own it and simply say like, oh, well, we don't need you anymore. Now, that doesn't always happen, but it can happen. So starting your own group is really powerful. Now, you need to really think of what you're going to do for your own group. Now, really successful ones can be a group about a specific neighborhood, which could go really well provided it has enough of a population for you to get business from it. So, for example, if, let's say, out of 100 people, 2 or 3 of them might be buying or selling that year, but you're not going to get all those 2 or 3 people, so you need more people than that. I would say you need at least 500 people. Now, if your neighborhood or a neighborhood that you really like has that many people, that's fantastic. And you can really promote that in ways by, for example, door knocking and telling people about the group. If you're doing flyer delivery in that area, you can also send them flyers, announcing the group, having them join, and then once people join in a neighborhood, you're getting one-on-one time with them every day, and they're going to get to see your name every day, which is absolutely incredible. And by the way, this is all free. None of this costs any money. It just takes time. Now, let's say that your favorite neighborhoods are taken, or you live in a small town and it doesn't have the population of one neighborhood. So you need to create another group. Other ideas could be if there's no successful mom group in the area and you're a mother, that can be a really good one. If it's a large area and there's a huge amount of people who, hunt and fish, and you love hunting and fishing and that outdoor stuff, do that. Be you, be your brand, and picking something that you're really interested in is going to make this more interesting for you over time. So if you have the option, pick something that you really care about, whether that be your neighborhood, your community, the fact that you're a mom and you want to connect with other moms, the fact that you're an outdoorsman and you want to connect with other outdoorsmen. Now, if you're wondering and thinking like, well, if I want to create an outdoorsman group, how does that translate to real estate? Well, initially it doesn't. And when you create a group, you don't create it and just start spamming it with "I'm a realtor." What you do is you build connections. You have people following you. You have people commenting on your posts, liking them, etc. Over time, that is going to build the strongest street cred that you could ever imagine. It really does work. It works incredibly well, but this is a long-term strategy. You're not going to get business from this for a bare minimum of 3 months. But once that group matures, and let's say, you get 2,000 people in your group, and out of those 2,000 people, at least 100 of them are going to be buying and selling in the next year, those people already know you and they respect you. And that is something that, honestly, I don't even think money can buy. So it does work really, really well. When I get a call from somebody who is in one of my groups and they say, "Hi Robin, you don't know me, but I've been following you for years," I just think like, boom, this is going to be a much easier conversation because they already know me, they know what I'm about, they know my brand, they trust me, they understand that I do know about the industry and that I'm genuinely trying to help people, which is also what I'm trying to do right now. And that call is so much easier. So the leads that you can get are incredible, but they're not going to happen day one and they're not going to happen month one. But they do work super, super well. Facebook groups are a force to be reckoned with. Now they're completely free. They do take a little bit of time, which is why I say if you can create a group about something that you're already passionate about, it's going to help you in the long term because you're going to care more. You're going to stay more engaged. You're going to think of it as something you do for fun, even if it's something that you're actually doing for work. So Facebook groups are absolutely incredible. I cannot recommend them highly enough. If you're interested in Facebook groups, I have a couple of ways that you can expand that knowledge and really create a successful strategy. Number one, I have an ebook on the realtorpipeline.com, and that's going to really show you how to create a group or how to become a moderator or how to really leverage groups that you're not a moderator or admin, but you just join and want to take advantage of. That's a bad word. Ones that you really want to get involved in and work that to expand your sphere. So the ebook it's about $30, which is practically nothing, but it's going to really show you how to create a group strategy that's going to turn into clients. And now for those of you who think like, oh, that sounds great, but I don't have enough time, or I don't have enough knowledge, or I'm just, for whatever reason, afraid to go it alone, through the Lead Generation Factory, I actually have a program where we can help you do that. We can help you set it up, strategize it, and then if you want on a monthly basis, we can also do some of the posts and work on the growth strategy, the engagement strategy, etc. That's an option. Now, you don't have to do either of these. You can start a group on your own, you can grow it on your own, but I think if absolutely nothing, the ebook would really help you be more successful right out the gate. Now, anybody who wants help on this or further information, honestly, just put a comment below and I will reach out to you and we can connect on some of the on some good ways to do it. So thank you for tuning in. I hope this was a little bit of an eye-opener, and I hope it got you a little bit excited about Facebook groups. If it got you a little bit excited, that's a fraction of how excited I am to be really launching this and getting people really taking Facebook groups seriously. So if you like this video and you're watching it on YouTube, hit subscribe. You're going to learn a lot more in the future. If you're watching this in the group and you have any questions, and there's no dumb questions because technology is not easy and you are not expected to know this, simply put a comment below and I will answer every single one of your questions. And if you don't want to ask in public, send me a private message. I will chat with you. There's no obligation to do anything. I do want to help. I do want to see all of you people in my group really leverage these better. So put a comment below, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, or simply send me a message to learn more and connect with me directly, and I can help you create a really winning strategy that won't waste your time and that will over time create branding and marketing and leads. All right, thank you everybody for tuning in, and you will hear from me soon.